Greater Good Radio. Connect, learn, heal, and grow. Are you still coaching basketball?
Officially, unofficially, I help the Iolani program. There's a lot of limitations on when coaches can coach if you're on the official staff. And in those blackout periods that they call them, when the official coaches can't coach, I'll take the team and I'll work them out or coach them in kind of outside leagues and things like that. But my son's a junior, and we've decided that it was in the best interest of our relationship if I stop doing that. So I'm not going to do that anymore.
Were you too hard on them, kind?
Yeah.
You yell or something, or like just too much?
All of the above.
Yeah.
It's a tale as old as time. Fathers coaching sons just doesn't always work out well, you know.
It's the hardest thing.
It's super hard. And it's something that I'm totally aware of and self-aware of, and know I gotta, as he was getting older, try to adjust and change, but it's just impossible to fight what those urges that come in to, you know.
How did that come up then?
It's been off and on conversations since he was probably like 11, 12 years old. I tell other people this, my experiences, so hopefully they can learn. He started like literally training when he was like 6, 7 years old, because I was a coach for so long and understood the game and understood how to practice, how to get better. He was training, you know, maybe it starts off at an hour, but by the time we were like, he was 8 or 9, we're doing like hour, half, 2 hours in the gym every day. And he would call me up every day, "Dad, when are you coming home? Can we go to the gym?" I'm like, "Okay, let's go. As long as you have that passion, I'll do it. I'll fill that need." And then as we kept going, get to about 10 or 11, you know, I would expect more and more. As we trained more and more, I would expect more and more. And when I didn't get, you know, whether it's the mostly effort and attitude towards training, when I didn't see it reciprocated, then I would get more angry, and it didn't always work out well in training. And so by the time, you know, we traveled for a bit, we would train even on our trip. And by the time he was like 13, 14, he wasn't calling me to go train. I was telling him, "Get your ass in the car. Let's go," you know, because you told me you wanted this, right? And so that it quickly became harder and harder, and he lost the love, and he eventually quit. He's like, "I'm done. I don't want to train or play basketball anymore." And this is like when he was 13, 14. COVID around that time. Then COVID happened, which even spaced that out even longer. And then before last season, he said, "I think I'm going to go play again." So he fell in love with surfing at that time, started to surf every day, which was great. We would go surf, you know. Of course, when we would go surf, I would be like, "You need to be here. What are you doing over there? Get in here. You got to paddle harder," right? And then he's like, "Don't surf by me already. I like surf by myself." So then eventually he ended up coming back to basketball on his own before last season. Although I said, "Okay, let's go work out and train." He's like, "No, I don't want to train. I don't want to work out."
Isn't he a starter too?
Yeah, so he ended up as a sophomore starting for the varsity team, because all the training we had done for the first 8 years of his life, he put his skill level pretty high in comparison to his peers here. And so he was able to come back out without even practicing and make the team and became the starting point guard. He had an up and down season. But this past spring, I was coaching, and, you know, there's a certain way I expect the game to be played, a certain way I played the game. Right or wrong, I project that on him, want him to play the same way. And it's more about effort and attitude, just hustle, play hard, play smart. I don't care you screw up. But when I don't see that, I get angry. And of course, what happens with fathers that are coaches, your eye goes to your son. No matter what you try to do, your eye naturally as a parent is, you go to watch your kids play sports. You're not watching other kids, you're watching your son. So if you're coaching, you're just watching your son. And when you watch your son, most of the time, you're going to see every single screw up that they do. Whereas everybody else doing the same screw ups, but you're just not seeing it because your eyes are fixated on your son. So now it seems like you're picking on him, and in their mind, you're picking on him, right? And so that led to some back and forth during the game, me benching him. You know, maybe he had a little wise ass comment for me. I lost it in the gym, went off on him, never put him back in the game. And then, so after that, we had a talk and just said, "Hey, it's probably best that I don't coach anymore." So there's a new coach this fall.
Oh, that's interesting then. Because so you kind of opted out. Because he could have said, I'm out, and then you could still coach.
Yeah. I mean, he was like, I'm going to quit again then. I'm like, no, you don't quit. I'll quit. I'll stop coaching. I think that's better.
How hard was that for you?
It's not that hard because I'd rather have a good relationship with my son than coach him. So, but I love coaching. So when he's done, I can go back coach, right? So it's fine.
If you resonate with Greater Good Radio, please join our community at www.greatergoodradio.com, where you can get access to exclusive content and offerings. Hope to see you soon.